Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we have listed the top 6 of the best business phones in 2021 to help you find the right one for your needs and budget. So let's get started. Let's begin with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is the company's premier Note device for 2020. It offers the top display, best specs, and updated software that's meant to help users stay a step ahead of the pack. I can't resist saying that it's definitely a beast of a phone in many ways. By design, it carries over the basic shape of a Note 10 Plus with 2 curved pieces of glass sandwiching an aluminum frame. And you can know that if you compare the two, as the similarities are obvious. Its frame is also nearly identical, while the overall chassis of the Note 20 is slightly thicker to include its larger battery and taller to accommodate the larger display. With its dynamic 120Hz display, scrolling will feel like butter when you have the adaptive motion smoothness setting turned on, and you can also get a fast 9-millisecond response time and offer a pen-to-paper feel, while scribbling notes on this panel feels completely natural. In all, this Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is the most versatile big screen phone yet, making it best for power users who are willing to pay a premium. Next is Google Pixel 4a. We all know that Google is well known for its minimalist design aesthetic, so it's no surprise that it keeps things extremely simple, even in the lower-end Pixel 4a. Its plastic body is designed by its lack of flair or exciting touches, but from front to back and top to bottom, it's all smooth lines and a gentle curve that's highlighted by a single pop of color from a contrasting power button. Its small size is refreshing in a world where inexpensive phones have larger and larger screens. This 4a is also easy to use one-handed, which is extremely light, while bucking the trend of heavy modern phones. Its AMOLED screen is solid for the money, with surprisingly high brightness with relatively good visibility out in the sun. And finally, coming to its adaptive battery life, it can last up to 24 hours, which means one whole day, as it can learn your favorite apps and reduce power to those you rarely use. And I really wish if Google could get this kind of battery life out of its high-end phones too. Next is Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. With this S21 Ultra, Samsung has delivered a great all-rounder phone with a clean design, outstanding display, blazing fast performance, and one of the most versatile camera systems you can get in a smartphone today. It comes by fixing most of the issues that plagued the last year's S20 Ultra at a lower price point. Its design is simple, yet sophisticated, as it follows the similar design trend of the rest of the S21 series, which Samsung calls contour cut design. And from my point of view, what I felt was, it looks quite a bit better than the design from the S20 series. For buttons and ports, it provided a very similar setup to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. The phone's right side houses the power button and volume rockers, with 2 microphone holes up top, while the phone's left side is entirely void of buttons or ports. When on the bottom, you'll find the USB-C port, speaker, and a SIM card tray. The body and display are made of Corning's latest Gorilla Glass Victus, and adding to this, it also features IP68 water and dust resistance. Overall, if you're an enthusiast of big displays, then this Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra will undoubtedly fit the bill, as its 6.8-inch display will feel pretty massive to just about anyone. Next is iPhone 12 Pro Max. This iPhone 12 Pro Max is the best phone that Apple has made yet. It features the biggest and best screen, best camera, and long-lasting battery. With a straight-edge design like the oldest iPhone 4, it is lovely to behold, with its stainless steel edges and textured matte black glass, giving it a premium look and feel. And of course, it feels weighty and solid as well, as it is also easier to grip, despite being marginally taller, wider, and thinner than the iPhone 11 Pro Max it replaces. Coming in a 6.7-inch display, which is the largest ever display in an iPhone, it can reach the peaks of 1200 nits, with an average output of 800 nits. And again, this iPhone 12 Pro Max also takes superb photos, but you'd have to be a camera buff to get the most out of it, especially if you do a lot of nighttime photography, as the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max add a LiDAR scanner that improves low-light autofocus and allows bokeh portraits to be taken in night mode. Finally, in terms of battery capacity, it has a bigger battery than the iPhone 12 Pro and a standard iPhone 12. and Apple claims that it can last for up to 20 hours of video playback, compared with 17 hours for the other models. Next is Xperia PRO. Designed for media professionals and content creators, this Xperia PRO includes terrific built-in cameras and can be mounted as a camera monitor. The sides and back of the phone are constructed of heavy, textured plastic, and its sturdy body, accompanied by the Gorilla Glass 6 screen with IP65/68 rating, leaves you worry-free in little jostling or rain. For ports, its headphone jack sits on the top of the Xperia PRO, while the USB-C and micro HDMI ports are on the bottom. And this HDMI port has a cover attached to the phone to protect it without losing it when you work. And there's also a SIM micro SD slot on the left side that doesn't really require a SIM key, as you can just use your fingernail or a small tool to open it. Its fingerprint sensor is integrated into the power button, while the convenience key and shutter buttons are located on the bottom quarter of the phone. And this shutter button is textured and located closest to your right thumb when using in portrait mode. Finally, coming to the feature that makes this Xperia PRO stand out is its incredible cameras. The quad camera stack on the Xperia PRO uses Zeiss lenses, as its 12MP primary sensor has a focal length of 24mm with a f1.7 aperture, and along with that, there's also a 12MP telephoto lens with a 70mm focal length and an f12.4 aperture, as well as a 12MP ultra-wide shooter with a 16mm focal length and f2.2 aperture. Last on our list is the OnePlus 9 Pro. This OnePlus 9 Pro is a big phone, but around this time, I'd say it's thoughtfully big with a 6.7-inch screen. It's much easier to hold when compared with other Plus, Max, or Ultra-size phones. Being a large phone, it's not awkward, but has just the right weight for the size. And like other flagship phones, it also has an aluminum and glass body that feels solid and durable. On the left side, there's a volume rocker, while the right edge has the power button and the alert slider. And in addition to these features, it also adds 2 speakers, with a primary grille on the bottom and the earpiece doubling as the second channel. Its speakers can get very loud and surprisingly do not rattle or distort, even at the highest levels. And undoubtedly, OnePlus still continues to be the only Android phone to offer a direct shortcut like this to quickly change audio profiles. Coming to its display, it has a resolution of 1440 by 3216 and 1300 nits of peak brightness, in which the visuals would pop out with excellent dynamic range, sharpness, and vibrancy, while the 10-bit color depth and HDR10 Plus will take the experience further. And the only noticeable weakness point of this OnePlus 9 Pro, what I felt, is battery life, as its 4500 mAh pack offers an average backup that is easy to kill by the end of the day. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video and want to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our new videos.